Charleston exposed themselves a bit to get forward. And that opens up a bit of space here. Merle brought it down, perhaps awkwardly. Now Merle! Oh, wow! Oh, that is a stunner! 5 minutes into extra time! He only scores bangers!
He's trying to lead himself in that situation to bring it across his body. But sometimes better lucky than good. Actually allows him to hold the back line. Goalkeeper drifts to the near post. Look at the space available to him. And Zamudio cannot get the explosion necessary on the recovery.
Not a lot of numbers back. This is the risk you take. Barajas. Leal. Perfect ball in behind. Scored by DC. Jared Stroud.
An absolute speed coming the other direction. Randall Leal, the touch passes that he has put into this game for DC United, nothing short of spectacular. Cannot put it any other place.
Scardina across, in front, and it's Charlotte who cracks the score sheet first.
You saw him take on some defenders towards it late, but then he adds that second level into this run. You saw it a number of times throughout this match. Charlotte FC getting to that byline, that end line, and driving a ball across. But there'd be no runners. Everybody influences both boxes, and Scardina is a prime example tonight.
And now North Carolina answers right back. Rafa Mitzingen. Open Cup madness.
Gets his head up, gets an idea of where he wants to go and how he wants to get there. And once he hits his spot, he absolutely tattoos this ball.
Got to be careful with him hovering around. Abada, who has the goal. Rafa Mitzingen, who has the North Carolina goal, watching him. Popped into the area. Ajiman! Charlotte are back on top.
They get this ball in behind, and knowing that North Carolina is all set, they need to build out one more ball. Gianni, that clipped in ball, knowing exactly.
Ajiman, back for Abada. Cross. Comes down, Petkovic! Ices it for Charlotte FC.
But to unlock space with this quick combination out wide, then this poise and composure to tuck this away. Well set by Vargas.
Ajiman has the go-ahead goal. Back for Ajiman, puts it across. There's 4. Vargas with an exclamation point.
The explosive nature. Good ball in. And Vargas lurking in that far post, waiting for his moment. Just explodes into that space and commits to that ball.
12,000 plus fans in attendance.
Wow.
And it came down to a shootout. Perez again floats into the box, trips, and it's poked away. There's a shot from outside and a goal. Nashville strikes. Josh Bauer.
But there's Bunbury knocking the ball out wide, getting into the box. They're running at defenders. They're asking questions of the defense. A little bit of a slip there. And Josh Bauer just jumps on the loose ball and tucks it way past Ricardo Jerez. But Guatemala International. There's no way the keeper can save that. It's a very good strike from a guy who's already scored twice this season for Nashville. Now he's got his 3rd.
Charlotte won at North Carolina FC. And DC United won at home against Charleston Battery. Played long here, looking for Sofo, bouncing through. Sofo latches on, some contact there. Sofo cutting, shooting, and it's in! He continues his scoring ways. Mohamed Sofo gives the Red Bulls the lead.
Here, looking for the long service, gets right in behind. He's going off the backside shoulder and just gets around Lacroix in this moment. Very strong to take on Lacroix, get away from that tackle, and he just wrong foots Herrera. Looks like he's going to go for the far post, but what I love about this is when a goalkeeper has to step to their right, you cut it back across. I think they would too, and they certainly can build out, but they've played a little bit more direct in those moments and have just been okay letting the Switchbacks hold the ball.
Sofo, flag stays down. Mohamed Sofo, a second on the evening, doubling New York's lead, leading into the break.
It's right here, a turnover in possession there. Looks like they could clear it out, but just gets an extra touch on it. Sofo takes on, he's looking, he's scanning, and decides to open up. Bogosh going with Sofo in this moment, makes Herrera go a little bit to his right, then Sofo's able to open up, use that movement, and just slot it into the back of the net.
Flicked on. Still loose in the area. Chance for New York to put this one to bed. Bogosh lays it off. Edwards feeds it across. It's Yangor! They can taste the round of 16. New York up by 3.
And just a lot of composure here in this moment. It's Edwards right here. Doesn't have to go for goal. Keeps the ball. They're playing 1 and 2 touch in the penalty area. Finds Yangor in that area, and he has the time to just be able to pick out the corner. It's an incredible finish, bending it into that near side. And I would argue the Switchbacks have actually done that pretty effectively, but it's when they've gotten there, what have they done with it, and they haven't been able to finish.
Play it in, chance here! On the road, back Colorado Springs. They've been knocking on the door.
They changed the point of play. It's a good first touch from Real, getting it down off his chest, taking that penetrating touch, just helps it on, and a great volley. That is a deep run from Fontana. No one tracking him in this moment, and he finally gets the Switchbacks on the board.
Kept alive now by Yangor, who scored once already. A tantalizing ball through, nobody else wearing the stone jerseys there. Choupo-Moting lays it off, and he finds an assist. Nealis comes in off the bench and scores.
But I want you to look at the composure of this finish. Nealis starts with the challenge, but then just opens up his body, keeps it low. If he lifts that at all, Herrera's most likely going to make a save, but a really good ball from Choupo-Moting and a great finish from the defender.
Good crowd tonight here at Starfire. It's an in-swinger on the corner kick, played back post, and it's knotted in.
Set pieces, fantastic way to claw yourself into this game when you're not creating through the run of play. Good ball.
Play through lines, and again down the line. Manungu looking in fields. Georgie Manungu gets end line, cuts it back, it's tapped in!
As he gets his ball in the half turn, that allows Manungu to go 1v1. And that's where he is best operating in. And now it comes down to the movement of De Rosario. His secondary action to show near.
Gomez in a bright first half. It comes through the middle. Sukanome. Now Manungu looking to cross again. And it's the go-ahead goal!
Smith needs to make a decision. Am I going to stay centrally? Am I going to go wide? As he goes centrally, now Manungu has the composure to understand the backline for Portland Timbers.
Smith in space, able to cross, the header is in! An immediate impact from Gage Guerra. His first touch on the field is an equalizer.
Fantastic first touch out of his body, but Garrett does a nice job at just playing in between both center backs. Hawkins can't get to him. Yamada doesn't know he's there. And as this ball approaches, notice how he does not need to do too much with it. Just simply guide it into that far post.
Kevin Kelsey versus Andrew Thomas. Kelsey scores! Portland leads in the 93rd minute!
But give credit to Kelsey. Head up the whole way. He sees Andrew Thomas go one way a bit early off the line from the goalkeeper. Effective, efficient.